It's the donkey of the day.
Look at these donkeys. Bunch of jackass. That's time
For the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey of the day for Wednesday, October 25th goes to Mr. Kendu Isaacs. You know who Kendu is, right?
Heard of him.
Yeah, Mary J. Blige's former husband/manager. Now, as the story goes, Kendu Isaacs and Mary J. Blige are getting a divorce. Apparently, they are they divorced or getting divorced?
I think
Still
they're
in the
getting a
process,
divorce.
right?
Yeah, they're in the process.
Apparently, because of Kendu's alleged affair with a young artist named Starshell. She was signed to Mary's label, Matriarch Entertainment. Page Six actually reported this back in April. In fact, according to Page Six, Mary claimed in court documents that Kendu spent $420,000 on his little girlfriend. And to add insult to injury, Mary would bring her to red carpets and other events to increase her profile. Now, when the legend Mary J. Blige was on The Breakfast Club, she spoke on it but didn't say the young lady's name. Let's hear it.
But I started recording the album like a year ago. Started writing it from a perspective of a woman fighting for her marriage. I wanted it. I, no matter what, I wanted to keep it. I loved him. I wanted to stay. But then, of course, it didn't turn out that way. So everything, you know.
Did he not want it as much as you did?
He didn't. When someone loves someone else, it's nothing you could do.
Jesus.
You know, you just want to be with that person. And whack. but that's what I'm suffering through right now.
What was the turning point where you knew it was going down the wrong road?
When everything I said didn't mean anything, and nothing I ever did was good enough, and I was never smart enough. He knew he loved someone else. He knew he wanted a harem and a bunch. You know, he knew he wanted what he wanted.
Now, if he'd have kept it honest with you, you think you'd have been able to be one of those women who can let their man have another woman?
No, I don't think so. I mean, not this particular person. Anybody but her.
You dudes treat the one that you loving with the same respect that you treat the one that you humping. That ain't about nothing. Mary also spoke on the situation on her VH1 documentary, Strength of a Woman, where she went into a little more detail and she was talking to Neo. Let's hear it.
And just so we clear, you have a studio over there in that other place, right?
Yes.
Do not let, do you know?
Huh?
Do not let her nowhere near what you're doing for me.
Okay.
Because she's the reason for all of this. That's my Becky with the good hair.
Damn. Well, Kendu, who was originally asking for $129,319 a month
The nerve.
in spousal support, was granted by a judge $30,000 a month, which I think is way too much for a grown-ass man to be getting from his ex-wife. He's now asking for $65,000 a month. Okay, Kendu Isaacs wants $65,000 in spousal support because, according to the Blast, who dug up the court documents, Kendu needs his spousal support doubled because Mary's divorce songs tarnished his reputation and he can no longer find work.
Your cheating tarnished your reputation.
Kendu, come on, brother. Listen, yes, you're right, Angela. These songs didn't tarnish Kendu's reputation. He tarnished his reputation because he broke Mary J. Blige's heart by cheating on her. And now we see you robbing Mary with no gun and spousal support. And the general public just doesn't respect that. If Mary never made a record about what happened, we still would be looking at you funny because honestly, what you doing is lame. Mary J. Blige is an icon, a legend. She's beloved in these streets, okay? The culture protects her at all costs. Of course you can't find work because if people have to choose between you and Mary J. Blige, of course they're going to choose Mary. That's just the way the game goes. It's not like you've shown that you can have success on your own. All your success is tied with Mary. So if you're not working with Mary, why would anyone work with you? It's simple math to me. Now, what are these divorce songs Kendu is speaking of? Well, they were all featured on Mary's Strength of a Woman album. One is titled Love Yourself. That's the one with Kanye West. I love that record, by the way. And Set Me Free. Now, we have a clip of Set Me Free. Let's hear it.
Tell me how you figure that you made me and you gave me what I had before I met you. And gon' have it when you're gone. And how you fix your mouth to say I owe you when you had another bitch and taking trips and shit with my money for so long.
All right, Mary.
Lost it. You know you won't get a dime. But all you gonna get, too bad I can't get back my time.
Man, that is clearly about Kendu, but so what?
Right.
Okay, this is Mary's life as much as this Kendu's, and if she wants to sing about it, she can sing about it. Mary always puts her life in her music. That's why we love Mary J. Blige. Hell, when I heard she was getting divorced, I was happy because I was like, oh, Mary next album about to be fire.
Oh.
I just want to know, Kendu, how you trying to shake Mary J. Blige down because she sang about you and you gave her the content to sing about? If you hadn't have allegedly cheated with her artist Starshell, none of this would have happened, Kendu. You caused all of this on yourself. If you was getting money you was owed from management or management managerial things, cool. But asking for all this spousal support because you can't find work without Mary, that's all the more reason you shouldn't have cheated. Fellas, here's a guy code pro tip from your Uncle Charlotte. If your wife is your primary source of income, sit your dumb ass down, eat this slice of pizza, and be quiet, okay? A man's job is to protect and provide. If you're not the primary provider financially, then you have to provide in other ways, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and you have to protect her emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Kendu, you didn't do that. You actually hurt her and broke her heart. Now you twisting the knife and asking for $65,000 in child support. Sorry, Kendu. Nobody feels sorry for you. No empathy, no sympathy. You did this to yourself. And if you want to fix your reputation and get people to possibly work with you again, do what's right. And stop trying to shake Mary J. Blige down because you was wrong. Please give Kendu Isaacs the sweet sounds of the Halo tones, please.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. Ooh, you are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
All right. Thank you for that donkey of the day.